Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mention. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just killed a mosquito. I sent it to mosquito heaven because they're really aggressive right now. So there's been some water, so the river is starting to flow. I just came to discuss a couple of ideas. The first one is about returning to the state of divine neutrality, the contemplative state where we can let life unfold. And I'm going to talk about the first contact that is coming closer. So the idea is to stop judging, to stop condemning, to stop criticizing. The more flexible we are, the easier life will become. Huh? For he who never sinned will may throw the first stone. But we can, and so it is very important to remain in resistance, passive resistance to anything that we do not consider to be true, to be good, to be the truth. So it is important that to remain neutral, but to give priority to the evolution of light, of consciousness, of that which is love in the world. Yet not to be in too much a judgment in relationship to all that we see, not to polarize ourselves. It is an opportunity to reach this ascension process, and for that we need to leave the world of polarity. For all the souls, for we are eternal souls in reality, and all the souls, and we go through an eternal program of evolution. All the souls, when we come from a world of divine, eternal beauty and purity, very light world, and all the joy. And then God can say, hey, "Go check out this experiment. It's just an experiment that I've put together for you, so you can grow, learn, expand, and you'll come back as more than you left." And so we say, of course, God, we trust God with all our heart, and our beloved Creator. There's nothing we'll ever. So we trust them, and so we choose to engage in this process of evolution. We became a soul, and the memory. We continue to cultivate this. We accumulate experiences, but all the souls, when they first come into the samsara or even the universal programs, we go to descend from dimension all the way to the world of physicality. And when we get to the world of physicality, we are all tempted to experience the darkness, the impure, because we could have never come into our consciousness before, the game of power. So every soul has been at some point involved in doing really dark things, and so that's why it says not to condemn and judge anyone. For maybe you were the great inquisitor, or you were a tyrant in a past life, or you tyrannized millions of people, but it's all been forgiven, and now the challenge is to forgive those who are on that level. Well, I'm just saying, just to so because for me, I'm a very, very old soul, and so you are too. If you listen to those messages, you are an old soul, and for us, it's like it's been a very long time since we have absolutely no more interest in that which is heavy, that which is impure, that which is gross. We're looking for the pure, the light, the refined, the subtle, more subtle aspect of life, and so what we seek is to balance our energy field with the darkness and the light. At first we go into experiencing impure, then we create the impure, then we experience the karma of that, and then eventually we eliminate that karma, we turn towards the light. We're doing a lot of good deed, and the good deed slowly but surely they accumulate and they erase all kinds of darkness, and then so we're moving from the impure into the pure, from the ignorance into the light, from the ignorance into the lucidity. But once we get the lucidity, God will ask us to go back into the impure, go back into the ignorance with our light. It is the mission of service, and the more we go into the dark with the light, to transmute it, the more our light will shine, because the truth of the Creator is all that is, the pure and the impure, the dark and the light. It is harmonizing, blending the yin and the yang. But until we achieve that point of freedom in lucidity, it is far better not to not even try to. For we need to not even try to go into the depths of hell. So there's all kinds of dark things that. So we need to transmute all that we've created, but we do not need to spend our time to blame and shame all kinds of people. So it is far better to bless and to for when we pass through the portal of death, everybody goes back to God, and and then everybody has to go back and balance out all the energies and the cause and the effect of all that we've done during this incarnation. For now, we need to transmute all, as we pass through the fourth dimension in order to find freedom. We need to transmute all of our fear, our doubts, our shame, our blame, all this feeling of anger and all that. We need to forgive ourselves. We ask God we forgive ourselves. We ask God to forgive ourselves, and we forgive others in the same process. From Matthew says in the gospel, you will be judged by the judgment you are judging with. You will be measured by the measure you are measuring with. So it's like I see people that are cursing other souls that are passing on through the portal of death. I want them to burn in hell, but they're creating this experience for themselves in the afterlife. They will have to go through that if they have condemned another soul for something that is so dark. So it's nothing final. It's not to be judged, even those who are judging. I'm just saying to find this balance. It's better to bless all souls and to know that they will all find it's all about evolution, and God is one. But the truth shall set you free. But the truth, before the truth can set you free, it will hurt you a lot, because we have to face all of the darkness also that we have self-created through ignorance. It is like this adversity that we have created. Once we pass through and we accept to face our shadow, we have enough courage to face our fear. We have enough love, compassion to continue to work for the whole, regardless of the situation, to work for the whole. For there are those who, it was Immanuel Kant who said, in order to find peace, humans have to always transform themselves to the point where they can see the whole as one. Very bright philosophy, and so it is very much about also developing our lucidity, to be aware, to continue to do this meditation, to connect, to calm your mind, to purify your body, to be in a receptive mode, so your inner self, your higher self, your God self can descend and can become more powerful within, and because we want the free will once again, but I choose that God's way be my way, the way of God be the one I choose, no matter what that way is. For now is always for the highest good. Everything that happens now there is always something to learn. When there is no more anything inside of us that can react to anything, then we become contemplative. We're no longer triggered by negative situation or circumstances or other people's shortcomings. For it's like, forgive yourself for anything, for it is part of the process to learn from those things as well. But really, it's like the separation from source is really the opportunity to choose to return to love, to return to use the ascending spiral emotional, because we can go down or up on the emotional level, or still either it's neutral or it goes up or it goes down. So when we go down, is to call on the forces of light. As I go through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, because the Creator is with me. Call on this presence of God. The angels, the archangel, whichever, the ascended masters, your family, your guides, any being that comes from the higher planes will come in assistance as one, and we'll get the proper. But when you turn to God, you're turning to the whole, to the highest possible, the source, the supreme intelligence that created the path of life. So it's about also learning to be silent when it's the right time, and to speak when it is the time to speak. We have to avoid speaking or talking when there's not a positive meaning to what we're gonna say. Because for a long time, once again, we need to forgive ourselves for that. But whenever we had a problem, we had to share it with everybody around us, and we just put layers and layers and layers and layers and layers to add to the problem. So it's just trust your higher self, your God self to resolve that problem. Do not communicate. For sometimes there is need for communication on something in order to solve the problem. But if talking about a problem will not solve it, the people that you're talking it to will not provide the means by which to solve the problem, then it's better to stay silent about it and to breathe and release it to this higher force. We're doing what we can. Everybody's making mistakes. Everybody's making errors. So it's like, and you cannot fulfill the expectations of other people. Some people will not like you. Some people will not. Plato used to say those who bring the truth will not be accepted, and the truth will not be. It's not a popular thing. Yet there is a great deal of awareness and consciousness that is rising. So it is continually important to continue to cultivate this communication on light, or even just being in the in this frequency, just to assist, regardless, to be to overcome fear and to do it regardless of other people's opinions. Yet if you see, so remain still flexible, because the more intransigent we are, the more difficult life becomes. So remain flexible. Do not. If you have little needs, then life becomes easier. If you have a lot of needs, then if there is one thing that you need that you don't have, then life becomes difficult. So it's about simplifying life. Even in past incarnation, at some points we connect to the, we retrieve our akash. We are being made aware of all kinds of personas we have played, roles we have played in history in the past. And sometimes I see that people, it's like when they're discussing, well, of course I don't talk about it, but other people's, other personas, historical personas that I've played in my incarnation timelines, some people hate those incarnations, although they were light. I played the role of the light. I defended the light. I defended the truth. I defended the freedom. But the conditioning of the history, as it has been told, makes that those people are conditioned to hate those who are actually here to help them. So it's like, so we have to let go of all kinds of judgment, make peace with all that, because before we can be and reveal those past lives that we had, we played all the roles in an event. We have to make peace with that, to accept that we've been playing the dark and the light. We've been playing, well, for me, I've always stayed on this planet. I've always stayed on the side of light. But that's what Spirit revealed to me. But it's for my experience in darkness was in past universes. Even it was such a long time ago. But we all experienced that. We had to experience that. We had to know that. And so, but we need to make peace with all the ego saying. Also, if they say you're the King Arthur, you were the King Arthur. I am the King Arthur. It's like, no, it's me. It's me. It's utterly beyond that. Utterly beyond that. Once there is no more ego, the soul can reveal those past life, so there is no more feeling that any of those lives, because it is this life now that is matters. All of that is like different personas. They will be integrated, but they're not as important as this life now. And this life now is really where this time now, this moment of now, is really where the freedom lies. Is really where we can connect to our soul and spirit, and or through our intention, and just and accept the unity of it all. This amazing tree right in front of me must be here for hundreds of years. Are like behind as well. They're anchored into the earth. They're connected to the sky. They're talking to each other. They're like observing what's going on here. It's like all those magical. There's a lot of fairy spirits as well. And sometimes I bring them a little piece of chocolate. I didn't think about it today, but you put a little piece of chocolate, and they come at night, and they like the essence of chocolate. It's like a gift for them. And so I thank you very much for coming to listen to those messages, to continue to cultivate whatever, in whichever way your heart calls you to do, because everything has to be filtered from the heart. What comes from the heart, what comes from, is a unique, you are guided in a unique way towards your ascension. It's not, I'm sharing what I have, sharing what, it's just a perspective, of course. So see how it resonates within your heart before you adopt the beliefs, adopt an aspect of the truth. So thank you very much for liking and sharing and commenting and subscribing. I'm glad to see this channel is growing really, hopefully really fast, so that we can start to know that I need to be popular on the internet. It's just those information that I communicate. The more people will align to the love and the eternal, their own eternal soul and their plans, the faster the program of dissolution of the dark matrix will come also. So it is important to stay focused on that, to focus on the point of freedom. I want to discuss briefly the first contact. The first contact is the reconnection to the Galactic Federation of Light, the other civilization of our part of the galaxy. It's connected to the Ashtar Command, the Galactic Police, and the Ascended Masters. And above that, there is all the celestial realm, and there is amazing spirits that have amazing power and amazing wisdom and love, and they are beyond anything we can. But we were too primitive to enjoy yet. We can enjoy it on a personal level when we ascend, but as humanity, we have all the celestial administration we need. They are very discreet, and they continue to do their work. On the conscious level, mainly it's the angels, the archangels, and Melchizedek, and or the celestial being that we always have access to. They're always good, wise advice. So just call on them. What we seek is to create this light body activation. First, the connection to the Galactic Federation is on the psychic level. Pay attention to your dream. Call on. For we all have those other. First, I want to say that all the flying saucers that we see in the sky have nothing to do with the Galactic Federation. All the crash of ships that the deep state has abducted have nothing to do with the Federation. The Federation in a fifth and sixth dimensional plane, they are non-physical beings, but they take on a physicality when they need it, but they will not create fear, and they are never in any danger from lower planes. Or sometimes they could be confrontation because they're also fifth and sixth dimensional civilization that are negatively polarized, but we don't even need to talk about that. Just focalize on those who are working within the light, and personally I belong to a group that it's called the Brotherhood. We serve all dimension and all civilization. For the Ashtar command is really, as Ashtar said, that Santa Fe, New Mexico will be the embassy for the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation is working with the Ascended Masters. The Galactic planes are fifth and sixth dimension, and as we shift the seventh density, we join this great brotherhood, sisterhood of intelligence that have achieved the apex of consciousness as Ascended Master, and then it's always very easy to descend in frequency, but it's the raising in frequency that's more. So all the ships that we see. UFOs and so on, most of them are not part of the Federation. Sometimes we can see them, they can appear to us because of personal connection, or they can also become visible, like as spheres of light, something very beautiful. So like we've seen them, sometimes they're sending nuclear weapons, and you see a ball of light that will deactivate the nuclear, because they have the supervision over all nuclear weapons. They are allowed to supervise that, to prevent major catastrophe. So they will eventually manifest. First, I think they will manifest in the sky, but it's all on the table. The UFO subject is on the table in many countries. So we have to prepare this coming together of this galactic. In truth, those galactic families are families. We all are incarnation and family and friends on Arcturus and Sirius in the Pleiades. Some of us in Andromeda, in Cassiopeia, in many planes, many places. And so we have this personal connection, and those memories are hidden within our memory complex. The connection will reveal itself in due time. As we raise our frequency, the contact becomes possible. And right now there is this great... but it will come as vision and dreams at first. It comes through intuition. We're getting closer to the equinox, and those portals will be instrumental in accelerating the process. So just send your love and light for the week from the 21 to the 29. An intel revealed that there may be some negative extraterrestrial that will try to infiltrate the sun. So the sun has been given us so much, so it's going to be a week where we're going to be asked to give love to the sun and light. So it's like, but the missions will already be successful. First, they will not succeed in penetrating that dimension. We'll talk about solar beings in another time. Those are amazing 6 and 7 dimensional or beyond reality that are connected all the stars are connected from within to all other stars, and it's amazing networks. And also the fact that they're going to try to penetrate and will fail will create a solar reaction that will create a dropping of many veils on the planet, which will accelerate the collective light body. And then we're going to go through the 1010 portal, and then the 1111 will be a really amazing experience but then some people will tell me, well, it's like it's always in the future. It's not in the future, it is in the now. If you're not ready now, you're not going to pass. We're not going to pass through the portal later. It's like as we were ready now, we stay ready until then. Then when the activation comes, then it happens. But it always is in the now. It's not about something in the future. We want to be ready now, and as we recognize that you are ready now, for readiness something very deep. If you're not ready, your spirit will reflect you, will assist you in getting ready for this It is a very powerful experience, this light body activation. We want to work towards that, purify our physical body, connect to our breath, clear up our mind, be silent, be at peace, be in joy, and continue to cultivate this connection to love that is within, that is above, that is below, that is on the right, on the left, in the front, in the back. It's everywhere, but we have to recognize it for it to impact our physical, our aura, our consciousness. And it is slowly but surely we're integrating ever increasing octaves of love. So I hope you enjoyed this day. Thank you very much. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song about the romance. It says if the romance doesn't work, either there is a connection, or it doesn't. If it doesn't connect, there is nothing you can do about it. Let it go. There will be other possibilities. It's called a heart of stone. There's been so many girls that I've known. I made so many cry, and still I wonder why. Here comes a little girl, she's walking down the street, all by herself. I try to knock off her feet, but she'll never, 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 never break this heart of stone. Oh no, no, this heart of stone. What's different about her? I don't really know. No matter how I try, I just can't make her mine. 'Cause she'll never, 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 never break this heart of stone. Oh no, no, this heart of stone. Don't keep on looking that same old way. If you try acting sad, you'll only make me glad. Better listen, little girl, go on walking down the street, and got no love, and that kind of meat. 'Cause you'll never, 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 never break this heart of stone. Oh no, no, you'll never break this heart of stone. No, no, this heart of stone. You'll never break this heart of stone. Oh no, no, you better go home. 'Cause you'll never break this heart of stone. This heart of stone. Oh no, no, this heart of stone. So we want to continue to cultivate this connection to the heart, to be sensitive, yet to continue to cultivate our connection. And our guides and all the forces in the heavens are in assistance. For a very long time, it was very difficult for spirit to interact within the community. Human communities, so it was really just an exceptional situation. But now we only need to think of one being, and they're here. The great commander of all galactic forces, as you probably already know, is a spirit named Sananda. He's the Christ. He's commanding both all the galactic force. He's the coordinator of all those millions and millions and millions of ships, and as well as commanding all the armies of heaven. So we want to tune in. We want to go. The flagship of the flagship is called the New Jerusalem. It is a place where we can go and communicate, try to get a mission report, what we can do to assist in the plan. But we have to be ready, because it is coming closer, and we're getting ready for this first contact. It will not be a physical thing. It will be in the sky, probably in the light show. It will be a light show, and we can also make a physical contact, but we have to be on a very high frequency, and the place has to be very isolated on a very high level frequency to create this physical contact. For those beings can take a physical form when needed. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.